Good morning, Year 1, and welcome to our second day's English lessons. So today we're going to be thinking about Jack, what kind of person he is, and we're going to be doing some work again on suffix ed. So get your whiteboards and whiteboard pens ready, and when you're ready, we'll get started. Okay, so our grammar lesson today, we're looking again at the suffix ed. But to start with, I want you to think about what are verbs and what does the suffix ed do to them. So tell your grown-ups what you think, and grown-ups, when you're ready, start the video again. Okay, so verb is a doing or feeling word. It also describes something that is happening. A verb describes something that takes place in the past. A verb that describes something that takes place in the past is described as the past tense. And an ed is added to the verb when something has already taken place, something that's happened in the past. So that's what an ed does to a verb. It makes it become the past tense. So today we're going to be looking at recognizing the suffix ed. So Jack would like you to read the passage and write down all the verbs that are using ed. Challenge, can you think about what verb tense the passage is written in? And here's the passage. I'm going to read it for you once, and then grown-ups, if you want to pause the video and continue working by writing down all the ed verbs, and then I'll go through afterwards highlighting them. So yesterday we walked for a mile. We watched the ducks on the duck pond. Then we played in our garden. Finally, we tried to FaceTime our cousins. It worked on our 4th attempt. So grown-ups, pause the video and children, write down all the ed verbs in this passage. Okay, so how did you do? Let's go through. Yesterday we walked for a mile, so that's your first ed. We watched the ducks on the duck pond. Then we played in our garden. Finally, we tried, that's a bit of a tricky one because try is actually changed, the Y is changed to an I, to FaceTime our cousins. It worked on our 4th attempt. So there you go. Did you get all those verbs? I bet you did. Well done. And second challenge was, what tense is the passage written in? Well, because it's using ed verbs, it's got to be written in the past tense. So well done, Year 1. And now we're going to be getting on to our second part of the lesson. Okay, so you'll find today and for the rest of the week that there is a link on our home learning page to a retelling of Jack and the Beanstalk. So what I would suggest you do is you listen to that as often as you need, and you can always rewind while you're doing these activities for the rest of the week. So today's activity is going to be completing, using a thought web, everything that we've learned about Jack. And you might want to organise it, and these are just suggestions. You can come up with your own headings if you want to. You might want to organise it like this. You might think about his character or his behaviour. So is he brave? Is he cunning? Is he nasty? Stuff like that. You might want to think who his family and his friends are. You might like to think about who his enemies are. And you might want to think about what he thinks at various points in the story, and what his feelings are. How he felt maybe when he saw the giant for the first time, or how he felt when he was hungry. Those are just ideas of the different headings you could use, but what you could do is you could write off some information coming off each of these sections to describe all these headings, or you could use your own headings. Can't wait, and if you can, send us in a photo of what you've come up with. That would be brilliant. Okay, so well done, Year 1. That's the end of today's English lesson, and I can't wait to work with you again tomorrow.